I am live. And I just wanted to get on here and just chit chat like I always do when I sporadically go live. That's why I tell y'all hit that notification because you never know when I'm going to go live. I have some minutes to spare with y'all. I'm filming today. Y'all know I'm trying my best like to make YouTube a part of my priority list when it comes to like hobbies or just doing things. It's just been a crazy batch week for yo girl. And I'm chilling. I'm chilling right now. Um I'm gonna create some content for y'all. I just gotta figure out the whole scheduling thing of like what the plans are for today for Saturday. Um I Today is a wash day. I need to wash my hair, but I think I'm gonna wash my hair like after I film. Girl, I don't know. So I don't know if I want my hair down, if I want it up. It's been up all week, but we'll see. But I just want to get on here and talk to y'all. I was just sitting here, like the content that I'm watching as of lately. I don't know if it's just a season I'm in has changed drastically, but I think I'm also maturing. So if y'all don't know, I recently had a birthday. It's gym season, Gemini season, and I recently had a birthday, so I'm a year older, which means I'm a year wiser. And I just remember several years ago, I was never materialistic, but my love language was gift giving or gift giving and receiving, right? And so I was watching a video on TikTok with one of my favorite influencers, Aaliyah Face, and so she purchased her like she just turned 30 and she purchased herself a gift for turning 30, and it was a Cartier watch or a bracelet or whatever. And normally those type of things would make me be like, oh my God, that's so cute. Like I wish, right? Like I could get that or afford that or let me save my money up to be able to get this at some point, right? But it did nothing for me. And I was like, oh my God, am I maturing? Am I maturing? Because it was a beautiful piece, but it just did not do what it do. Or either I'm just not as easily influenced. And like the content I've been watching lately, I have not. Maybe also because I haven't been watching like influencer content. Who's ready for the parade today? What parade, James? A pride parade or something? But I think they're having like pride parades like in my city downtown. But anyway, I say all this to say is that I am maturing because I was not like turned on by the Cartier watch, but I haven't been consuming a lot of influencer content lately either. But as I get older and I'm like watching like the girls, so I always said that, oh, I'm so easily influenced. The Body by Raven thing, and I don't know if y'all know who that is or seen it because I didn't know who she was. A lot of girly pops, I don't know who they are. But The Body by Raven is an influencer just similar to like Jada Waiter, I guess. And she has like her own clothing line. And so I don't know if y'all seen, but the girlies she had a pop-up shop in New York, somewhere in New York. And it was a promise of like pizza and ice cream. And like people have been waiting. Hi, Krista. People were like waiting outside for this Body by Raven girl at like 12 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock, like the night before her pop up shop, because they were promised like, I guess, exclusive pieces in like her clothing line. And like, it just looked a mess. Like people were hot, passing out, barely getting water. And it's like y'all doing this over like polyester clothing. And it's like I'm not trying to be shady, but it's like no, no, not that type of code. I know what you're saying. No, James, no. So but y'all are doing all of that for a two-piece set that you can probably get off of Amazon. Or the y'all know the whole tariffs and stuff that we were going through in China, like exposed like all of these high brand like labels of like you can just go and order from them because they're just slapping a label on it. So I'm just kind of like, what, like, now I thought I was easily influenced, but to see stuff like that, and I'm gonna talk about it now. I can't show y'all clips because I'm not on StreamYard or anything like that. But the girlies were like outside passing out all for this woman, and it's like people barely got in. Like people were out there for like hours in the New York sun, like night before. And it's just like, who is this woman? And it's like people will do anything or go crazy behind anyone who got a nice body and a cute face. Like you're easily influenced by someone with a BB. I don't know if she got a BBL, but I'll just say a nice body and a cute face. So I was like, are the girlies okay? Because I was like, no one be going outside like that when it's time to vote. Well, at least in that age range, seemed like it. But y'all got all the time and the money in the world to invest in her company, and she barely paid y'all dust. Like that's just kind of how I was feeling. And so, like, even with the Jada Waiter, because like I fell down a rabbit hole with like, because like I've heard of Jada Waiter before, but I didn't know who she was. And like I've never heard of Body by Raven until like I went down a Jada Waiter hole when people were mad about the pre-orders for the Wait a Minute. And people were like, why didn't I get my order? Because she promised that shipping was going to be like 4 to 8 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, or something along those lines. And the girlies did not get their clothes, right? And I don't even know if these people still got it because it was like week 9, week 10, and they didn't even get a shipping, notification or email. But it's like y'all let these influencers play in y'all face just because they're cute with a nice body and whatever got the aesthetic that that is pleasing to you or what you were achieving to receive or not receive but to get. It's like, y'all, we have to do better. Like, because like I said in that video, if it was me, I would have just disputed the charge. What's going on in my life? I would have just disputed the charge if it was me. But y'all let these people sit up here and play in y'all face. Cause she said she was like an experiment or whatever she did. I don't know. I think something's going on with my live. I don't know. I'm gonna keep talking. I think it's good. Y'all let me know if my live is still fine. Cause I think it looked like something's weird going on. But anyways, so yeah, but the Body by Raven situation, I thought that was like absolutely ridiculous how people were like standing on a line for hours just waiting to not even get inside. It just looked, the whole thing looked a mess. It looked unorganized. And apparently it was just a pop-up shop for her to see how well she does in New York and is going to be there for a couple of weeks. So it's like, why were y'all doing all that if the pop-up shop is going to be there? Like, why were y'all lined up? Like, it's just crazy. But I will say, I do believe influencers, like these social media people, like the Castanets, the Body by Ravens, the Aaliyah Faces, the Jackie Hannas, all of these are like the new celebrities. Like, this is like new age celebrity, like the Tasha K's. Like, these are new age celebrities. And they have a lot of influence over people, more so than the people in Hollywood. That's why you see a lot of people like Kevin Hart getting on Castanet live stream. That's why you see like Nicki Minaj, because this is where the audience is. This is where their target audiences are. Like, because they bring in a lot of viewership. And so I know Castanet recently streamed at the BET Awards, and DJ Academics had some things to say about it in regards to like, y'all really think Castanet viewers are interested in watching BET or the BET Awards? Now, I will say this: I did not watch the BET Awards because I don't even know where to watch it at this point because we just stream everything, and we have like Paramount, Netflix, Hulu. Like, we don't pay for cable. We just pay for internet and streaming services over here. So it's just like, I guess I'm assuming BET like streamed the awards, but I do believe traditional cable is dying because look at how even now with traditional media versus new age media with the Diddy trials. Like a lot of people are tuning in to YouTubers to catch the coverage versus like watching ABC News or watching CNN or something like that, right? Or watching their local news to catch up like what's happening in Diddy trials. And I don't know if y'all watch it, but Armand Wiggins, he's so good. The way that he talks about the Diddy trial, it makes you feel as if you were in the trial itself. And so I feel like we are in a digital age in media where people are getting their news from like Twitter. And it started off like when I was in college, and my professors were like so concerned, like, oh my God, y'all are getting your news from Twitter versus like traditional media. Now, I don't align with everything that Donald Trump has to say, but when he said that, when he said that the fake news, at first when he first said it, I didn't understand it, but I do get it because the media doesn't tell us everything. Like they are censored, but if you watch people like Armand or Make It Make Sense or Tisa Tells and Lovely T and all these other influencers or YouTubers who are at the Diddy trial, they're telling it to you straight up, no filter of like what's going down. And the people, and I'm pretty sure there's people on TikTok that's covering it as well. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, we are moving in an age of like traditional like media and Hollywood is taking a step back. And this is where it's at. Like, the YouTubers are killing it. Armand is doing his big one. He's doing his big one, hands down. And I saw that before the trial even started, how he laid it out because he's such a good storyteller. He is like the YouTube Wendy Williams. Like, and I know a lot of people like to say it's Tasha K, and I love Tasha K now. And I know that is so controversial. But as far as like how Wendy would present a story or a hot topic, that's how Armand is. Krista, you're watching the Diddy trials? Or you watching Armand Wiggins? Because, like, Armand is doing his big one. And so, and I love that he's getting his flowers. And I really do believe it's because of that. Part of it is the reason he's getting his flowers is from the 60-day manifestation that he did. I feel like that is part of the reason why he's getting the flowers that he's getting. And the crazy thing about it is, in the midst of all of this, I don't know if y'all saw, but I saw this live when I was watching Armand. When he went live and that woman was following him and was talking real crazy, saying she wanted to go viral. I saw that live and I made a video discussing it because I screen recorded. It was a 5-minute long video and I screen recorded the whole thing. And I made a reaction video to it. But I just felt so bad for Armand because he doesn't want that type of publicity. I don't think he wants that type of publicity. I can't get my words right. So I did not post the video, and I think I actually deleted it because it was just like, well, dang. Because my whole take from the thing is just like, when you reach new levels, there's new devils. Because Armand is reaching new heights in his YouTube career. Like, we thought he did his big one when he was on TGIF, but he's now on Angela Yee Way Up, Nancy Grace, and just doing other commentaries and whatever, and doing other. And, girl, why can I not talk? I guess because it's like 7:40 something in the morning. I've been up for like 2.5 hours. Oh my goodness. But anyways, so girl, am I messing up my live? Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. So, yeah. But anyways, like I was saying, when you reach new levels, there's new devils. And Armand is doing his big one. And I'm so glad that he did not give the woman the reaction that she was desiring. Because who knows, he probably would have got kicked out. He probably wouldn't have been going to trial. You know, it would have really... And it happened on his birthday. I was like, that was just a setup. I was like, that was just a... Like, it's just like when you... I honestly feel like when you are reaching a point of success or a new height in your career or success or whatever it is in life, then here comes some type of drama, some sort of issue, some sort of test to see how you're going to handle it. Are you ready to prevail to the next level? And I feel like that's what happened with Armand in that situation. And he didn't give into it. He did not feed into it. And he's still in New York. And even though like it was like a sour damper or a sour puss on his mood because it was actually his birthday, he still prevailed. He still prevailed. And so that's why I decided to not even put that video, because I feel like it really did bother him. Because like I was getting ready to put it out, and then he made a second live a couple hours later in an Uber and getting ready to leave, and he looked really down. So I was like, out of respect for him, because I do watch his content and I do enjoy him and I do like Armand, I just decided to not put the video up there because I didn't want to put that energy out there because he seemed really, really down. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all have not. I like to go live sporadically and just chit chat, especially like if I hadn't posted, because I wanted to, like, there's been days when I could have recorded and posted, but I just, girl, sometimes life just be kicking my butt. Like, I have first world problems, like not real problems, but first world problems. So yeah, make sure y'all subscribe if y'all like this type of content and just like to hear me yap and go live sporadically. So right before I got out here, girl, I was on TikTok because, you know, like I like to go on TikTok and then report to y'all like what's happening on TikTok. So girl, I was on TikTok this morning, and I don't know what her name is, Real Life with Sammy or someone like that, but she made a Real Colors video in regards to her newborn. So I guess this is a woman. She just had a baby. I guess she and the baby daddy are no longer together. She's a lighter skinned woman, and she has other 4 other children who are light skinned as well. And she was saying majority of her family is light skinned. Well, this newborn baby is, I guess, a couple of shades darker than she is. And so the thing that got me about the video is like, one, it's just like, okay, you're talking about the baby's, color at such a young age, whatever. But then she refers to her baby as a brownie. And so she said now she understands the phrase of when, oh, thank you, Krista. So she said she understands the phrase now when they say like, oh, I went to go see a man about a dog. So she said, I went to go see a man about a dog. And she said, I ended up having and he ended up being a dark skinned dog. And I ended up having his puppies. And it's like, what? Did you just like, and then she called her baby a brownie. That was one thing. But what took me out is when she referred to her dark skinned child as a puppy. It's like, first of all, why would you say that? And then she was saying her children were colors and her family. But it's like, ma'am, the only reason your children may be colors is because you have colors tendencies. And okay, bye, Krista. And you have colors tendencies, because why would you say that in front? Like, first of all, why would you say that on TikTok and post it and think it was okay to say? Because you had to record the video, look at the video, edit it, post it, whatever, and say, okay, I'm putting it out there. And then you're saying your children are colorists. But it's like they had to get it from somewhere. They had to get it from their mama. And it's like, I really want people to go to counseling before they have children to undo some of that bad learning that they grew up on. I really need people to go to counseling. If this is what we're putting out into the world, and girl, TikTok is like the wild, wild west, because TikTok is like the wild, wild west. YouTube, I am a YouTube girly through and through. But I mean, I get on TikTok to see what's going on. So as I'm scrolling on the TikTok streets, girl, I ran into another video. Now, this woman, I can't remember her name, but Kayla G, I think. Kaylee G. But girl, she has 2 children. And she was talking about how both of her children failed. One kid failed the 4th grade. I don't know what other grade the other child failed. But the mama was saying how school is hard, 4th grade is hard, and she gets it. And there are some days where her kids don't feel like going to school, and she don't let them go to school. It's like, ma'am, first of all, bring back shame. Start shaming people. Why are people not so ashamed to get on the internet and just put their business out there? Why are you talking about the 4th grade is hard and you get it why your children failed? And I'm reading in the comment section that one of the children who is one child's supposed to be in the 9th grade and the other child's supposed to be in the 6th grade. Ma'am, how are your children that's supposed to be in the 9th and 6th grade failing the 4th grade? And you're not actively going to put them in summer school. I blame the parents. I blame the mama and I blame the daddy. And bring back shame, because why are you like, it's whatever. Like, why are you cool with that? Why? And then she was like, why are you cool? Like, and the woman was saying that sometimes it's hard for her to read big words. Okay, Elmo. It's like I feel like I go into a different world when I'm on TikTok because I don't understand. I can't relate. I'm thank God I can't relate. But it's also like, bring back shame. Like, why are you out here telling your business like that? And that alone, like, you talking about your children. It's one thing to brag about your children, talk about your kids, but if they're failing the 4th grade and you're just kind of like, the 4th grade is hard, you get it. And there are days that you don't let them go to school if they don't want to go. If you don't get your behind up and go to school, people are trifling. Parents are trifling. And that's why a lot of people are nervous for the youth now in certain schools, because they're saying a lot of the kids are illiterate. And I put all the blame on the parent. Take accountability. Why is your child in this? If your child needs help, tutoring, whatever, you have to work with these children. You have to work with your kids. You have to be actively involved. Girl, that's why it's also good you select the breed. You got 2 smart parents and you have a smart baby. I don't know. Let me not say that. But yeah, I don't know what's going on in the world. Make sure y'all subscribe, because I'm just chilling. It's a Saturday morning. I need to get up. I want to film because I want to make YouTube a priority. So I'm just chilling now. But yeah, that was it for me with TikTok. Like I saw a couple of other things as I was scrolling that gave me some things that I wanted to talk about today. But definitely gonna talk about the Body by Raven situation. I'm definitely gonna talk about this other woman who keep having all these kids. And she seems like a sexual demon, like a succubus. Because I don't even know the lady's name, but I'm gonna talk about that too. I'm gonna have to go back and like review some of the videos because she popped up on my timeline. I'm like, girl, since I've been making videos and been like looking at certain stuff on TikTok, it's like my For You page is like crazy stuff that normally would not pop up. But maybe because I'm just being really nosy and coming back to report to y'all like what I'm seeing on TikTok. So that's probably why my For You page is not all cute and girly anymore, but full of ratchetry. It's not full of like the Jackianas or the Leahs anymore. It's like Peach McIntyre and that drama. And now this other woman, girl, there's this woman, I don't know her name. And I wish I was on StreamYard and I could like show y'all. Do y'all like me going live like this? I'll probably try to, I was thinking about going live for StreamYard and that way I can like show y'all some of the clips of like what I'm yapping about. Y'all just let me know in the comment section what your preference is. But anyway, so now there's this woman, and I don't know her name, but she has like 4 or 5 kids, and she has a drinking problem apparently. And so she keeps having all these babies and not wanting to take care of them. And so where the issue lies is outside, like her and the father are still together, but outside of that, she doesn't want, it seems like she doesn't want to take care of her children or the youngest baby. And she pins it on the oldest child or the older children to watch over her newborn specifically. And apparently she has a drinking problem. And there was one clip that was very freaking disturbing. It was when she had the baby. They were in a hotel and the baby was like in a car seat. And it was her and like one of her sons. And so she left the baby in the hotel hallway. She and her son went into a hotel room and left the baby sitting on the hallway by herself, a newborn baby. And before they went into the hotel room, the son was like, get your baby. And she just didn't want to. And then there's another clip of the older daughter saying, when are you going to come get your baby? And she looked at her older daughter and rolled her eyes. And it's just it was very disgusting to see. Because then you'll see in another clip of her basically trying to force her husband or boyfriend to have sex with her. And he didn't want to have sex with her. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, and she was on live pressing him for sex. And it's like, why? I was like, when I was looking at that, I was like, this woman seems like she has some sort of succubus energy, some sexual demon energy, because it's like, why are you all? It seemed like she always just want to have sex. Like she gets drunk and just want to have sex, and so just a warning, a trigger warning about SA. So she did a video as I was like going down a rabbit hole about her story and what's going on with her. Because it was definitely much given that she had been assaulted in the past. And so that was the case. She told a story about when she was younger, and there was this woman, I guess she thought she was friends with or cool with, which oftentimes that does happen when it comes to trafficking, sex trafficking. Um, the woman gave her a big t-shirt to wear, and she had the t-shirt on, and the woman told her to go into this room to go to sleep, and she went in the room, and then there was a man who came in, and basically she was assaulted. And she said that the way that wherever they were staying, and they weren't in a hotel, they were in a house, I guess they had like dividers, and she could hear the other woman on the other side, I guess, having sex or doing whatever while she was getting assaulted in the room. And I feel like that could have probably triggered her like extremely hypersexual nature. But nevertheless, she still need to hold herself accountable because she keep having all these babies and seem like she doesn't want to take care of them. She wants to be a hot girl. She want to be outside. She want to drink. She want to turn up. It's summertime. And it's like, mama, you can't do that. Once you have children, you kind of got to slow it down. You kind of have to slow it down once you have children.